Dear friends, welcome to this episode of Project Kisse Kavitayein. In this episode, we are moving towards one of the most beautiful mountain of Garhwal Himalayas, named as Jaonli, which is 21,720 feet high. During my association with the Doon School as a teacher and as a climber, I had interacted with good number of my senior colleagues and could gather about Jaonli, the expedition which was done in late 60s under the leadership of Mr. Harry Dank. And the notable members of that expedition, especially the teachers, Dr. Haridat Bhatt, Mr. Ayandar, Mr. Shirvora, and there were some of the ex-students. And always I heard one line, what an expedition. And they used to talk about the jalebis. I don't want to mention all that. So in 1995, this was decided, why not to try this beautiful mountain once again. So in 1995 itself, the peak was booked by the Indian Mountaineering Foundation for the Doon School expedition to be taken in 1996. So I still remember it was 31st of May 1996, and in the early hours I could see my headmaster, Mr. John Mason, approaching us. He met the members, gave his best wishes, and passed down certain important instructions. So we were on the move. Our first destination was Uttarkashi. Those days, there was one road, not very wide road, and we used to pass through Rishikesh, Narendranagar, Tehri, Dharasu, and Uttarkashi. It used to be a little over 200 kilometers and used to take 7-8 hours. Nowadays, another short route is available from Dehradun. It's just 150 kilometers. You bypass Mussoorie, reach Suakholi, and from Suakholi go towards Murianadhar. And from Murianadhar, you come down to Jonali and Uttarkashi. I also want to tell you, there is a good solid track from Jonali to Murianadhar, passing through a thick forest. And if you want to go to Nagtiba even, you can go there. So we reached Uttarkashi a little late because the vehicle got punctured once. We are supposed to collect our technical gear from NIM and organize porters. I would like to tell you, Uttarkashi is very famous religiously, and there is one very famous temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. And Uttarkashi is known for another very important reason. World famous Mountaineering Institute, Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, is also available here, which is providing expert technical training to the mountaineers. Also, I would just tell you, there is a very beautiful track from Uttarkashi to Nachiketa Tal. And you pass through dense forest of rhododendrons. And if you want to do another track, good track, from Uttarkashi you go to Gangori and move towards Dodital. It's a beautiful lake. Our destination was to go to Dobrani, the beginning of our track. We are now proceeding towards Bhatwari, got delayed because of many reasons. Around 6 kilometers before Bhatwari, there is a village called Lata. And about Lata, I would like to just pass on this information to you. There was an old trekking route of Gangotri to Kedarnath. From Lata, you go to Belakhal, Buddha Kedar, Guttu, Pamalikata, Triyoginarayan, and then Kedarnath. Move more towards Bhatwari, little short of Bhatwari, there is a village, Malla. From Malla, you can go to Silla and another very important and beautiful track to Kushkalyan. These are two small hilltops of 12,500. And if you are enthusiastic enough, you can go to Sahasratal, which is around 16,000 feet high. We were forced to have a halt at Bhatwari because there is a gate system. After 8 o'clock, you cannot go towards Gangotri. So, early morning, next day, around 5:30, we are ready to move. Almost a kilometer after Bhatwari, there is a road going towards the left side, and the road is going to Barsu, which is around 11-12 kilometers. Barsu is also the starting point for one of the beautiful track, Dayara Top. You pass through Barnala Lake and reach Dayara Meadows, very beautiful meadows. We were still supposed to move towards Gangotri. Little after we found a Bukhi village. From Bukhi you can go to Tel village and manage Deengad, which is the training area for NIM. Little after Bukhi, the road comes to the right side of the river, Bhagirathi. There is Parashara Ashram. Parashara Ashram is famous for hot spring. The place is called as Gangani also. After Gangani, we are moving along the right side of the river, little higher, and 4-5 kilometers after that, there is a bridge. You cross through the bridge, come to the left side. There are few huts, even 1-2 restaurants you can take it, which can cater to you for a cup of tea or might be a meal. That's Dobrani. Our trek starts from this place. Members reached here, porters reached here, and now we have to take off. The trek starts from this point. I would like to tell you, this expedition is a mixed expedition of teachers and students. About the students, there are Gaurav Sharma, Siddharth Dangwal, Ashish Kuryal, and Vikram Khanna. About the teachers, Dr. Arvind Nab Shukla, Ajay Kumar, and myself, Dr. Biala, is also part of this expedition. And amongst our experts, Vasudev, Mansingh, Govind, Avtar, they were also there. So all set for the move. First test, difficult test is there. We came back to the right side of the road. There is a huge rock of 40-50 feet high. Rope was fixed before. And through that fixed rope, we have come down to the right bank of river Bhagirathi, where we are supposed to trek for another 5-10 minutes, which we did. After that, all of a sudden, the rocks in front, you cannot move ahead from this side. So you have to come towards the east side of the hill, take a zigzag way, pass through ringal bushes, and you will find you have reached the top after 15-20 minutes. And now again you have to encounter a scree wall, loose stones, or you say debris. We crossed through that, came almost closer to the bank of Bhagirathi. There were bushes, thorny bushes, there were decent trees, even willow trees there. And now we have to move along the Bhagirathi river on the right side till we don't encounter Lodhgad. There is a confluence of Bhagirathi and Lodhgad. Gad means mountain stream. In Garhwal and Kumaon, this is the word used. And this also for your information, the Lodhgad originates from Jaonli Glacier. Now we are moving along the Lodhgad, on right side of Lodhgad. Around 4 o'clock, we had found a beautiful camping spot. Till that, we had passed through pine trees, walnut trees, and it was enjoyable passing through a thick forest. Camp is getting established, and the most beautiful scene we could gather, sun rays are showering their evening lights on the peaks. Towards northwest, Bandurpunch peaks were attracting, and towards east, the Gangotri Massif was also visible. Next day morning, we have started our trekking along the river, and there were even the landslides and those mud and debris. They have been tough enough to negotiate. So we negotiated, and another camp which we established, it was on the left bank of Lodhgad. But before that, on the river, we had encountered lot of snow we have encountered. It was the avalanche snow. The river was covered with that. A kind of bridges were formed. It was a surprise to us. We had even some of the initial training of climbing. And this camp was a beautiful camp because it's right closer to the hill, closer to the water spot, and close by you can see some of the beautiful flowers, different kind of flowers, yellow one even, bluish even, and we moved ahead. Base camp is not very far. It's in the open, and the Lodhgad has gone quite below on the right side. It's one of the beautiful base camp, I must say, because from north till east, the peaks are not very far. Starting from Shrikant and the Gangotri Massif, and there is a col which is connecting with Jaonli, which was our destination. And towards northwest, the Bandarpunch group is always attracting us. Base camp is just very, very important to establish because you are connecting with every camp. Your stuff from below will reach here and then it will be passed down to the higher camp. After base camp, we will be now exploring the glacier, the moraine, and our approach to the beautiful peak, Jaonli. Till then, look after yourself and We will be back soon. Thank you very much for watching.